Alright, what's good YouTube, it's Jay here. If I'm making another Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel, that usually means something big has just happened, and something big did just happen. The Salamangreat structure deck is finally here in Master Duel. This is a structure deck that everybody's been looking forward to for a while now, and it's been rumored or leaked that it was going to be out for a while. I knew this, I still built the deck anyway like an idiot, but this structure deck is actually really good. It's got some pretty important reprints in it for the Salamangreat deck, so you won't have to craft certain things. And I'm thinking about actually buying 3 of this deck and then dismantling a lot of my ultra rare, super rare points so I can actually get some points back and build them towards other decks. This structure deck is incredible. Let's take a look at it, man. It has some really good content pieces in it. So it's got all the basic Salamangreats, you know, all the staple normal rares that you don't really actually care about. I wouldn't call them staples, actually. But we've got things like Flame Buffalo, we've got Salamangreat Foxy, we've got Gazelle, we've got CORSAIR, but this is one of the elite Salamangreats you don't use. We've got Spinny, we've got Fennec, nobody uses this, nobody uses Coyote. Balancer Lord is a really great card for Cyber's decks in general. We get Lady Debug, which is also a really nice reprint. She's a necessity in this deck, and we actually currently own 3 of her, which means we're going to be getting back some of those sweet super rare points. Salamangreat Falco, another great card. Good for recycling. I believe you can, you can recycle some of your spell and trap cards. You can also special summon it from the grave by returning a monster to your hand and whatnot. You got Salamangreat Jaguar, which almost does the same thing, kinda, but it's different. If you control a link monster while it's in your graveyard, you can special summon it, but you have to shuffle the target into the deck. Basically the same damn effect. Nobody uses Wolfie. Salamangreat Foul, I've seen people use in certain decks way back when. I don't know if it's still a staple per se. I think I have a copy of it in my deck. I don't really remember. Salamangreat Pyro, nobody uses this. Nobody uses D-Gray Buster. Salamangreat Beat Bison, nobody uses this either. And then you got the big one, which is Sidenet Mining. This searches any level 4 lower Sidenet monster, or Cyber's monster, I'm sorry, in the game from your deck, and at the cost of just sending a card from your hand to the graveyard. And we got a bunch of other Salamangreat cards that realistically nobody actually uses. We get the Salamangreat Sanctuary. This is the key field spell. Will of the Growl Salamangreat is a Monster Reborn type of card, pretty much. Side and backdoor, it's a normal, so you can always craft this, so nothing too crazy. Salamangreat Circle, which is a necessity, a quick play spell card that allows you to search any Salamangreat monster from your deck to your hand. So, with the secondary effect of also protecting a Salamangreat Link monster that did a, what's it called, Reincarnation Link Summon, it can protect the Link monster that did that type of summoning from monster effects. I know I'm sounding really weird the way I'm saying this, but it's 4 in the morning, I'm ready to go eat, I'm tired, I just got through streaming. Go check me out over at twitch.tv/J_the_gamer. We've got Sidenet Crosswipe, Salamangreat Burning Shell. I don't even know what this does, but it's never been a staple in any of the Salamangreat decks, so I'm pretty certain it's not important. Salamangreat Rage is actually a pretty decent trap card that people use sometimes they don't. And the Salamangreat Roar is Solemn Judgment when you have a Salamangreat Link monster. Now, you've got the staple Link monsters like Salamangreat Baylings, Sunlight Wolf, Heat Leo, which is nice. I actually only had 1 copy of this card. I was planning on crafting another one, but they leaked this deck. You get 2 in this deck, which is nice. Odd, you only get 1 Sunlight Wolf. I was expecting them to put multiple because these cards have second effects for when you link summon using themselves. Now, for those that don't know what Salamangreats actually really do, they have a very unique link summoning mechanic dubbed Reincarnation Link Summoning. But it only works while you have Salamangreat Sanctuary. Basically, well, I guess it doesn't technically only work, but this field spell gives you the best benefit for the ability. Basically, while you control this field spell, once per turn, you can use a Salamangreat. You can link summon a Salamangreat monster by using another Salamangreat Link monster with the exact same name as the one you're summoning. You can use that card to summon another copy of itself, basically, and that monster usually has secondary effects when you summon it using the same name, so which is pretty cool. Again, Heat Leo. Then we get something I actually didn't think we were going to be getting. Deco Talker Heat Soul with the effect that follows. 2+ Cyber's monsters with different attributes. So that's a, you know, a fire-based deck makes it a little bit weirder, I guess, so to speak. But there's plenty of options. I mean, you got Lady Debug. You're going to have different links in your extra deck anyway. So this card gains 500 attack points for your monster it points to. Quick effect, you can pay 1,000 life points, draw 1 card. Then if your life points are 2,000 or less, you can apply this effect. Banish this card from the field, and if you do special summon 1 link 3 or lower Cyber's monster from your extra deck, except Deco Talker Heat Soul. It's a once per turn, a hard once per turn, but it's still a really good effect. So this is the deck. I'm gonna go ahead and build up a Salamangreat deck for you guys to take a quick look at and get a gist of what it's supposed to look like, or what's a good formula to kind of follow. I'll be right back. And then we're gonna go ahead and dismantle a lot of my cards actually already in my existing Salamangreat deck. Actually, hell, I'll just keep you guys along with this. We also get the really cool deck box too, Burning Spirits. So I'll be able to actually change up my accessories here, put this on, which is pretty nice. I don't think we get anything else for it, but this looks incredible, honestly. Okay, so let's edit the deck now. So we can actually go ahead and dismantle quite a few cards here, to be perfectly honest. So let's see, we will dismantle these 3 copies, get these points back. Honestly, these points are more valuable to me than the actual gems I spent. Gems are a dime a dozen, points not so much. Go ahead and dismantle all of these, and I think I have a royal finish on this one too. Okay, and as you can see, they're not disappearing because we already own copies of these cards, so it doesn't really matter. We'll go ahead and I think we had dismantled all of our sign-in bindings, honestly, because I just lost interest in the deck, kind of. I feel like we should have more than this. Am I tripping, or should we have more than this? There we go. Okay, that scared me for a hot second. I thought something was wrong. Okay, let's go ahead and dismantle this. Dismantle this. We could dismantle, I think, only one of these. We could dismantle all 3 of these. Dismantle all 3 of these. Nice ultra rare points we're going to be getting back here. Dismantle this, and I think that is going to be it. Okay, so now we can go ahead and take a look at the actual deck itself. This is Salamangreat's. They have a very fun set of abilities, from special summoning from the hand to the field, from the grave. They're very consistent. This is what a basic Salamangreat deck kind of looks like. I'm testing things around with the Salamangreat mirror. We're going to go ahead and put the Decode Talker Heat Soul in here in place of, I think, I don't really care for Baguska all like that. It's too cheap of a card for my personal liking, but this is kind of what a typical Salamangreat deck looks like. I am, in fact, running the foul. Forgive my ignorance earlier. It's been a hot minute since I actually, play the deck. I couldn't remember everything in it, okay? You want to run a decent number of hand traps. You can also run Pot of Desires in here, which is something I've been debating on putting in here or not. I mean, it's not really a, crazy necessity. But this is what it looks like. So we're going to have 3 Max C, 1 Mirror, 3 Ash, 3 Bufferlo, 2 Foxy, 2 Gazelle, 3 Spinny, 2 Lady Debug, because sometimes you can also run her at 1, honestly. You don't really need her that badly. You got enough search spells. She eats normal summons, so it's super debatable on, honestly, if you really need her or not, because the Bufferlo is arguably the better card because it can net you additional card advantage, allowing you to draw 2 cards. It's 2 for 2. You summon it, and then you also have to discard a Cyber's monster, so it's a 2 for 2. But I mean, you're still deck thinning. That's a key thing. You can run 3 of it. We've got Salamangreat Falco, Jaguar, Foul. These are all great level 4s. I mean, maybe we'll run the Baguska. I don't really know, because the build I have kind of focuses on that whole OTK side of it, and I don't know if I really like that as much, if I'm being completely honest. We'll see. We'll see, because I'm honestly thinking if we run the Baguska, we'll probably cut the Update Jammer, and maybe the Transcode Talkers, and then we'll put the Baguska in, maybe toss in another Heat Soul, honestly, for the kick of it. But we'll see. Then we got 3 Parallelixy, one of the best Cyber's monsters we've ever had in the game, basically free to summon itself. It special summons itself from your hand to the field to a zone and link monster points to. Wants to link summon, and if it's special summon, you can summon another one from your deck. If it's special summon by its own effect, it becomes a level 4, but regardless, that's still 2 new bodies on the board for free, literally. 1 Foolish, 3 Silent Mighting, 1 Salamangreat Sanctuary, 1 Will of the Salamangreat. I've seen people run this at 2 copies, I've seen people run it at 1 copies, I've seen people run it at no copies. Just kind of comes down to preference, really. We've got 2 Call By, 3 Circle, 1 Cross the Designator. We run a decent number of hand traps to kind of make it viable. 2 Imperm, debating on making this 3 and then cutting the Rage. I don't know yet. This deck really does play well off of hand traps. You can really play very well with it. Then 1 Salamangreat Rage, and then 1 Salamangreat Roar. So that makes up the main deck. In the extra deck, we've got, and I'm surprised they actually didn't put this. This is one of the key link or extra deck monsters for Salamangreats. They didn't put their Exceed card in the structure deck, which is kind of nuts. But you get 3 Baylings, 1 Mirage Stalio, 1 Update Jammer, 3 Sunlight Wolf, 1 Splash Mage, 2 Transcode Talkers, 2 Heat Leo. You don't really need 3 of this, honestly. 1 Decode Talker Heat Soul. I've never played with this card in the deck IRL. I actually need to test with this a little bit. And then we got 1 Access Code Talker. Still the best Link boss monster we probably ever had, honestly. But this is the entirety of the build. I mean, it's a very fun deck to play. I really wish they would put Gazelle 2-3 in the real TCG sample hands, so I was gonna play around with them a little bit. I mean, like I said, the deck plays really well with hand traps. You get a decent number of them. It's so easy to get all these Salamangreat Link monsters on the field. If you want to make a video on how to actually play Salamangreats, let me know. I'll do a little bit of practicing so I make sure I know what I'm doing when I actually record the video, and then we'll play around with it and have some fun. But this is what Salamangreats kind of are supposed to look like. If you have a better build, leave it in the comments down below, or if you have a build that you think might need adjusting, leave that in the comments down below too. I can't wait to actually play around with this, especially with the Decode Talker Heat Soul now. This is going to be a lot of fun, and we got a lot of points back for it. Like I said, I don't value gems as much as I do my super ultra rare points. They are significantly harder to come across, honestly. So it's honestly kind of nice to be able to get some of those points back, man. But again, thanks for watching, everybody. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Be sure to leave a like on this, subscribe to the channel for more gaming content. And as always, I'll see you later. Peace.